Boom shakalaka, what's going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today's episode I'm going to be talking about what is going on with the Bitcoin price. Is it going up? Is it going down? Are we going up long term? Are we going down long term? I'm going to take a look at both the bearish and the bullish scenario for what's happening with Bitcoin right now, because over the past couple days Bitcoin price has shot up. It's something actually that I predicted in a video a couple days ago where I talked about how the price is going to break out very shortly, and it did. Broke out on the upside. So is this a long-term up move, or is this a short-term up move followed by a down move? Is this kind of like tricking us? Okay, now before we get into things, thank you to everyone subscribing, thank you to everyone liking the videos, commenting on the videos. Also, this video is brought to you by the Monarch Wallet. Hold over 1,900 cryptocurrencies, earn up to 10% interest, and someone holds over $700 million in a Monarch Wallet, so I think that's pretty secure. Now, as I was saying earlier, Bitcoin over the past couple of weeks has just been bouncing up and down between the 78.6 and the 61.8 fibs as seen right here, and I've talked about that previously. Now, until a couple days ago, we were in this downward track, but we were coming up to where the downward trend and the 61.8 fib were coalescing, and right where they coalesced, I was saying right here that we're going to have a breakout either to the top or the bottom. It turns out breakout happened to the top. So price went from around 9,300 all the way up to almost 10.5 in the past couple days. Now, is that something that's sustainable, or are we going to bounce back down from the 78.6 and just keep doing that for quite a while? Difficult to say, but I'm going to show a couple scenarios based on Elliott wave theory because someone has been asking for me to do a video on Elliott wave theory. I will do a video on that, but I'll just give you some little primers to begin with now so you can learn a little bit from that. Now, one of the reasons why potentially it may have bounced off is because it was approaching this 21 weekly moving average. Now, if we take a look at the previous bull run of Bitcoin, 1, 2, 3, 4, it bounced off that a number of times, and the 21 weekly moving average seems to be, in a bull market, a nice sign of support for Bitcoin. So since this bull market started, it hasn't quite hit off the 21 weekly moving average yet to kind of confirm a bull market, but it was getting close, so maybe it got scared, it started to go back up. But there's some other reasons as well. I should mention that the MACD has crossed, so for those of you MACD trading, obviously back from stablecoin back into Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to take a look at the bullish and the bearish scenarios for Bitcoin based on Elliott theory. Now, no, obviously I'm not a technical analysis wizard, even though I may look like it, but what I have done is I've read this book, Elliott Wave Principle, Key to Market Behavior. Very good book by Prechter and Frost. Talks about Elliott wave principle goes quite in depth with it. It's 258 pages. So yeah, it goes quite in depth with it. My general feeling from Elliott wave theory is that yes, you can use it to predict markets and things like that, but it's a very inaccurate science. It's more of like an art than a science. It's very inaccurate because it's totally up to subjective opinions, and you can basically put these lines anywhere to kind of get any results you want and predict any type of markets that you want. So while it has been used by some people in the book to a high degree of certainty and to profits, my whole understanding of it is that it is very wishy-washy and you don't exactly know. So let's get into Elliott wave theory. Basically, Elliott waves means that when things progress, when they grow, it's kind of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, except it's not 2 steps and 1 step. With Elliott wave, it's 5 steps forward, 3 steps back. So when we have a bull market, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, and then we go A, B, C down, or 3 down. Now, it can also go the opposite way. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down and 3 up in a bearish market. So we can see both of those trends occurring. Now, this shows it a little bit more. So inside of each wave, there's also mini waves as well, and inside of each of those mini waves, there's even mini waves. So it just keeps on going and going and going ad infinitum. Now, what does that mean? Well, if we take a look at what Bitcoin has done, so this is Bitcoin on the weekly charts over the past, since basically 2017. All right, if we take a look now, December 2017, January 2018, this was the top. All right, now since that was the top, that would be the end of this 5-wave progression up. All right, I'll use this chart for clarity, a little bit easier. So end of the 5-wave progression up, this was January 2018. Then we need 3 waves down. Now, this is where it comes into subjective point of view, because we could have this A, B, C 3 waves down. Certainly could. Or it could be a bigger one. It could have been A down, B up, C down. So we may not even be all the way down yet. A lot of people, like Tyler Jenks, he thinks that 1500, somewhere around there will be the bottom, 1000, 1500, somewhere like that. So potentially, with this red Elliott wave, it's possible it could go all the way down there. We could have just finished the B wave back up, which is this right here. We went down on the A. This was the $3,000. B wave back up to 14,000. Now we're going to go down to 1,000. So that's certainly possible in a bearish scenario to head all the way down there. But let's suppose this white one was correct, where we went A down, B up, C down, and this was actually the bottom. So when the bottom starts, we have the beginning of a new wave. That would be this green 1. So we have a 1 up, 2 down, and then we just start to go up again with a 3. This one could bring us up to $20,000 or even more, 30,000, 50,000, something like that. A lot of people seem to think that Bitcoin is going up, up, up right now. And while fundamentally there's a lot of reasons why, oftentimes the market does opposite of what people think. But it certainly could go all the way up there, and I would love it to. I'm sure you would too. So that's another possibility. This is kind of the bullish scenario. Okay, we've already seen the bottom at around 3,000. Up to 14, down to around 910, and then up to 50, 100, 350, different things like that. Now, additionally, it could be a mix of the both, because what I have here, this yellow area, as you can see, this is a big area of support underneath where we are right now. You can see based on the volume profile right down here and right here, big area of support. And so possibly we could be in this A, B, C down, and then when we hit there, boom, bounce right back up all the way up to $20,000. So what do we do? Well, I mean, one of the things that I find more accurate to do than just using the Elliott wave is trading based on the MACD, because this helps take care of the price fluctuations. When Bitcoin price is going up, you're in Bitcoin and you're gaining money that way. When Bitcoin price is going down, you're in stable coins, so you're not losing money. So that's something you can do. You can also trade a whole bunch of other ways. If you want to learn how to trade more, you could check out Signal Profits, trade cryptocurrencies, different stuff like that. There's a link down in the description. Also, guys, Bybit is a popular exchange right now. You could check that out. And if you use the link down in the description, you can get $110 for inserting 0.2 Bitcoin, which is like a 5% gain on your money. But that $110 can only be used for margin trading. So if you want to learn margin trading, potentially you have $110 free for margin trading. Other than that, check out the Monarch wallet, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, peace.